Well, this is not a made-up story. I thought it was. I said this can't be right, and yet it is. Stephen Colbert is set to testify before Congress in character. Seriously. The host of Comedy Central's Colbert Report will go before a House Subcommittee on Immigration tomorrow. This all came about after the president of the United Farm Workers Union went on Colbert's show claiming that Americans actually don't want to do the work that illegals do, namely work in our country's farms. So the union says, give the work to illegals, they're the ones who want it, and now Colbert will be considered an expert witness on this. My next guest, not too happy about it. Republican Congressman Jason Chaffetz of Utah is my guest now. Congressman Chaffetz, this is serious business. It is the House Judiciary Committee's Immigration Subcommittee. And you're telling me that your colleagues are going to waste our taxpayer dollars listening to Stephen Colbert testify about his thoughts?
I know, I couldn't believe it either. I mean, he's probably the best fake newscaster on television, and I guess we're going to have some sort of fake hearing.
I think Jon Stewart would take issue with that.
Yeah, well, I'd love to see him duke it out. I'm a Colbert fan. I like the guy. I've been on his show. I lost a leg wrestling match to him. But the guy, I mean, he is a very funny guy. But we're having a serious discussion about immigration, and they call Stephen Colbert. What are the Democrats thinking about? I mean, I can't justify it in any way, shape, or form. It's very expensive to hold these hearings. And what people need to understand is I've been on this subcommittee for 21 months. I'm just a freshman here. We have never, ever had a substantive discussion on any immigration issue. We've met 10 times in 21 months, never had a hearing, never looked at a serious bill dealing with immigration. And it's a serious issue. It's broken. And they call in Colbert as the first guy?
Well, apparently, this Representative Zoe Lofgren, who is chairperson of the Immigration Subcommittee out of California, this was apparently her idea. And they apparently think this is somehow going to help the debate. Why, I don't know. Apparently Colbert went out and did the job of a farm worker per that union workers, that gentleman's, the United Farm Workers invitation, and now he's going to testify about it. I want to ask you, Congressman, how are the American people supposed to take the Democrats' claim seriously, that they are taking immigration seriously, when you're wasting time listening? And with all due respect to Stephen Colbert, he's a brilliant comedian, but he is not an expert on immigration.
Hey, the meeting room will be packed. Everybody will want to get their picture taken with them and an autograph and whatnot. But we're not here to make Comedy Central look good. We do that all by ourselves. We don't need them to actually go testify to boost up the ratings at Comedy Central. Everybody knows and understands that immigration is broken. Nobody wants to fix it more than me. But we can't even have a markup on a decent bill or a hearing with any degree of seriousness. Instead, Democrats want to call up Colbert.
Is there something to be said for the publicity it'll get? You know, that maybe it'll have... Maybe people will tune in to C-SPAN to watch him. You know, I was shocked to learn that he is not the only, well, I don't want to call him undistinguished, but he's not the only controversial maybe figure to testify before Congress. You know who else testified before Congress? Elmo. Elmo. Hey, look at him in his little suit testifying before Congress. So I'm just going to say, like, maybe there's a precedent for this.
I believe Elmo more than Colbert. I mean, Colbert, Elmo every time. I have no problem with Elmo.
He's a big spokesman for literacy. I don't know. I mean, is there an argument to be made that Colbert, you know, we wouldn't be doing this segment? People now are thinking about it. Maybe people will tune in to C-SPAN tomorrow. You know, they'll have like 4 viewers instead of 2.
Well, look, I introduced an immigration resolution. I had 12 Republicans and 10 Democrats. There are now over 60 members. The Democrats have refused to bring that forward. I've done it in a bipartisan way. So instead of dealing with resolutions and actual legislation that could help fix the immigration problem, we're going to spend hours, I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars of taxpayer money to have this, what will be a joke. I mean, it'll be on the front page of, you know, various newspapers, and they'll laugh about it and everything. But we got a problem, and that's what's so frustrating in the heartland. We got to solve these problems. Instead, we got the guy from the Colbert Report.
We have people, I mean, in Arizona who are really concerned about this issue in particular. We just had KT McFarland on this broadcast talking about how one of the growing terror threats is Somalian terrorists crossing our southern border, coming into this country undocumented and causing terror here. And now we have to listen to Stephen Colbert and his day on the farm. So I guess we'll look forward to that.
Thanks, Megan.
All right, Congressman. Thank you. We're taking your thoughts on it, folks. Kelly at foxnews.com. We only wish we were joking.